Hi guys, my name is Savannah. I'm from the Rapid Funnel team that built your guys' Attractologist app. So more about me, I have a network marketing business. I've been in the just attracting people to yourself space for the past 4 years. So I use this technology on a daily basis. My business started to grow at 400% rate after I started using this technology. So this is an incredible tool that if you're not using, you're wasting time. Like, this is a huge tool, and it makes total sense to have it in your phone to start using to attract other agents. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Today we're just going to go over a quick overview of your app. We're not going to spend too long on any one feature. It's more, I just want you to get the app. So if you don't have it, you can go to attractologistfunnel.com and get the app. It's all branded to you. All resources are specifically for building your team. And it's an incredible tool. So powerhouse business builder. The difficulties in our industry that Traci and David, you guys were looking to solve is it's so challenging to authentically connect with the right people, right? And how many of you have, like, you're just trying to figure out how to do this correctly, how to attract the right people, how to manage everything. There's so many tools out there. There's different emails, different doing this, different funnels, different pay-per-clicks, all the things. There's so many tools, but none of them is really built for that authentic connection. We live in a very digital marketing age, which is not bad, but like, how do we fit into that? Like, how do we stand out above the rest? How do we keep it authentic? How do we have the right resources to share with the right people at the right time? And there's so much noise to break through. So how do you stand out? Our solution with your app is everything you have is in one super affordable platform. So anything you could need in the agent attraction space, just like you guys are talking about, how to have those conversations, it's all in one spot, from contact management to email campaigns to coaching material to data, like tracking your activity, support, surveys, contests, and resources for telling the EXP story. It's all in your app, all in one spot, and it's all private. So how many of you know social media is free to use, but it's not free? Like, they use your data. So this app, you own all the data. No one else is using it. You own it all. This is your app. It's your data. And it's super fast, super simple. It's super duplicatable. As you're building a team, you don't want to be doing something so complex that your team can't do it, because that kills momentum. And so this app is built for the newest person, and it's built for the guy that's been around for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Like, it's a business tool that's profitable for everyone. And then the training you need is today. Like, I'm going to walk through and help you connect the dots so you could see yourself going and applying this on a daily basis. So we're just going to dive right into the app. The app really speaks for itself. If you don't have it, I want to give you guys just a minute. Can I see a show of hands? Who has the app on their phone? Awesome. I see some hands. Great. Great. Okay, if you're not one of those people that raised your hands, then just take 30 seconds, go to this link and find the app. You will thank yourself later, but you can go ahead and follow along with me. You don't see my phone screen, do you? Let's see.
No, we do not.
Okay. Here we go. So how many of you have had a chance to just come in here, mess around, just out of contact? Has anyone been able to get in here and explore a little bit? Awesome. I see some hands. Great. So we're just going to fly through just some basic, I'm going to run you through an example so you can kind of put this in a grid for how you could use this. So, and we've had lots of other EXP groups absolutely rip it up and build incredible teams using this because it's so simple. It keeps it so simple. So your exposures and engagements, this is very important numbers. So your exposures is how many times you've told your story, how many times you've exposed information. If you sent a link, or if you sent a video, if you sent a survey, that counts as an exposure. And then an engagement is did that person that you sent it to actually engage with what you sent them? So did they click on the link? Did they watch your video? So you can see if they're taking you seriously. You can see if you should be spending time on connecting with that person, which is incredible. And so for me, I like to know my numbers on like a month-to-month basis, so you can really be real with yourself and like inspect your expectations, right? So I like to look back this month. Okay, I've had 32 exposures this month. That's good. That means I've done something once a day. That's awesome. Like that's good for me. Some people have 60 exposures a month, 80 exposures a month. Some people have 10 exposures a month, but whatever your goal is, just set a goal and make it happen. And then from there, we have tasks. So you can make a to-do list essentially and attach it to a specific person. So I'll go through when I'm adding a contact and show you how I use the task feature. But the most important thing for you guys is your resources. So this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where hours of thought through strategic material have been put together for you. So if this is why you have the app, is for these resources. It's incredible. So everything you could need to tell your story effectively is here in your resources. So the opportunity, this is specifically for sharing the opportunity with EXP with the other agents in the agent attraction space, right? So opportunity, we have, this is your funnel. So you have your peak, two different things here. You have surveys and a sizzle video. So if you're going to text it to them, this is a pre-written text that you could send to someone to ask them if they wanted to take the survey. So let's say you got that list from the mortgage, what'd you call it, the loan officer? So let's say you got that list of 10 other agents that might be interested, and then you wanted to connect with them. An option would be you could connect with them over a survey. And you could say, hey, send them the survey, curate a text to send to them. But this is just a pre-written text to save you a little bit of time. And so you can send that to them, and then absolutely, I'd love to take a survey. And so then you send them over a survey, and then boom, you get it. Once they fill out the survey, we'll open this up so you can see. So they fill this out. And this is called a problem aware survey. So it gets them thinking, like, maybe there is a better way to do things. Maybe, yeah, I am looking for more opportunity. I am looking to expand. I am looking for retiring. Like, I want an exit plan, And then the cool thing is you get their name, their email, and their phone number. So this is also something you could post to social media or your LinkedIn or any other platform you're using to promote yourself. So the survey link could be there. And so that's a way people have used to just generate total new leads, is pushing surveys to social media with like a cool attention grabbing image or video or short or something. So there's lots of options with that survey. And then your sizzle video. So this is literally built for you guys. It's a quick video. But that's something that once someone takes a survey, they're pushed to watch this video, which is powerful. So that's the first step. And then present. This is your presentation video. Follow up, 7% listing script. Testimonials. Testimonials are powerful. People learn by stories. So just stories of success is so powerful. And I know you guys know that. So big thing for you guys coming out of here is just go and look at your resources, understand what you have in the app, but there's a flow. There's a flow that works. There's a flow that's proven. And so literally this is designed to go peak, present, follow up, testimonials, join. If you make it through that flow, you're properly sharing the EXP story. It's super simple. And then you share the app with your team. This is very, very important. So you have the newest person and they're wanting to start building their own team, share the app with them. They don't have to be an expert. They just have to know how to get here, peak, present, follow-up, testimonials. They don't have to be the one that knows everything, knows all the answers. They just have to know the app to use, right? And so that's the resources. And then in contacts, this is your contact database. So you can say I have a total of 6 here, but as you're building, you can import CSV files. That's a whole other training. I will show you guys how you can bring in lists of people. Say you've been holding on to business cards forever and you just don't have a good system to organize them. Come in here, put them in here. You can add contacts from your phone. So if I came here to add contact and I wanted to import from my phone, this pulls up every contact I have saved in my phone. So I could start adding contacts in here. Even people that I haven't talked to in a while, and I am intending to have a conversation with them at some point, I put them in here. This is your activity log. This is a game changer. You can see if people clicked on your links. You can see what you sent them, when you sent it. You can see how much of the video that they viewed. So let's say you sent them a video, they clicked on the link, but they only watched 10% of it and a week has gone by. Okay, well then maybe follow up with them. Like, hey man, how was that video? And then you'll notice as soon as you send that text, they go back and watch the video, and then you're notified from your app, hey, so-and-so clicked on the link and they've watched 100% of your video. And then they text you back, hey, that video was awesome. So this is the mindset behind the app, is your follow-up game is going to improve drastically because you kind of have some behind the scenes statistics and like real-time data based off of people that are taking you seriously and engaging with you. And so you're going to be able to just be on point with your follow-up game. So contacts, resources, coaching. This is just, you can come here and study. This is app training. So if you're super excited and you just want to go way ahead of our trainings, you can come in here and just get some really quick overviews of the app. There's other things in here from Traci and Mike Sherrard. Good trainings in here. So if you want to spend some time just investing into yourself, come in here. There's a calendar in here. You can create your own events and create invite pages from your calendar. So you can create personal events. There's also your attractologist calls in here. So let's say you wanted to get your team on these calls. You can send event invites to these calls from your app, which is awesome. So that's all I want to spend time on today. There's so much in this app we're going to go over. There's email campaigns. This is my one last thing. Email campaigns. This is something we call a long tail strategy, but this is something you drop. Maybe someone that it's just not the right time, like you had a great connection, but it's just not the right time and you want to stay in touch with them over time. You can drop them in an email campaign. And this is something that you'll still be notified if they click on the link, you'll see. And so if they're engaging with every email they're getting, I still, I'd probably follow up with them. So that's our app. I'm going to come back to my slides. My challenge is to just get in the app, get it downloaded. I know most of you have it downloaded. Share this with your teams. Share this with the newest person. This isn't just for the seasoned pro. Like this, if you put this in my hands and I was attempting to build a team, this would change my life. And like, this is an impact tool. This makes it so simple. But go in there and add contacts and try making 2 exposures. Like go through all of those resources and send some resources to some contacts. And then next week, we're going to really dive into how to add contacts, how to use our label feature, how to give them a star rating, how to put notes on them, and how to do this like a professional. And that's next week, but that's all I got for you guys. I'll open it up to any questions. I have a couple minutes.
Guys, I've been playing around with the app for goodness, I got 2 or 3 weeks. After spending 10 minutes with this app, I invested $10,000 in it. So that should tell you the level of commitment that Dave and I have made to this app. And the reason is very simple. It just makes it so easy for you to attract agents. And the other great thing is it lets Dave and me know who's really serious about agent attraction. So for example, I had somebody on my 7th level that has already uploaded more than 1,000 contacts into this Rapid Funnel. And I didn't even know who this person was. They're on my 7th level. I had never even heard their name, but now I know this is an agent that is really serious. And so who am I going to pour into and help? Obviously that agent. So whatever I can do to help you guys and support you. And we're blessed beyond measure to bring this great tool to all of our great organization and to use it ourselves. So Realtors get free with the XP.
Awesome. Thanks, Traci.
Yeah, I had a question. This is Tony here.
Yes, go ahead.
Is there a way to add like your own resources like in the system itself? Because it looked like you could link something to a third party, but is there a way to like actually put up your own videos? Because like, people ask like, how do I join EXP? So I'd love to have my own video in there that's not just a link to like my YouTube page or something. Is that possible?
That's something that if you wanted your own video, the only way we have it set up right now, you can add a personal resource, and then you'd put the link to that video. Say you had it hosted on like Vimeo or something, you could put that link in there, or a YouTube link. But the only videos that we have hosted in the app are stuff that's available for everyone on the whole team. So if you wanted personal, it'd have to link to another platform. But that is something, like if you had a bunch of content you wanted, that is something we could have a conversation on, making like your own group code, and going that route. But yeah, you can make a personal resource as of right now.
Okay, if you link to like Vimeo or something, would that track how much somebody watched something, or would it just track? Okay.
It tracks if they clicked on the link, you'll be able to see that, but you won't be able to see how much video watched. The only videos that are trackable are the ones that are hosted on the app, the ones that the videos in the app.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Jason, you have your hand up.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. I have a number of questions. From the so I've been doing stuff just playing around on the computer, and so from the add contact screen, is there any ability to take action instantly when you add the contact, or do you have to go back out to contacts and then send them a resource from there?
You go into their contact profile and then you send resources from there. So it's you add the contacts and then you go into their contact profile. I'll pull up the app real quick. Here we go. Okay, so let's say I just added a contact, and after you add a contact, it's going to ask you if you want to schedule a follow-up, which I highly recommend you do. So you schedule a follow-up, and then it brings you just here to this page. And so what you do is, say you wanted to send James a contact, you have to go into his like customer profile, send resource, and then look for the resource you're wanting to send. So let's say I wanted to send him the 1-minute survey, then I would send him that over text. Boom. And then you adjust it as needed. But does that answer your question? So there's no immediate action right when you add the contacts, you go into their contact.
Yeah, no, perfect. The flow's a little different on the app than on the computer, so that does make sense.
Yes.
If I take the time and effort to create my own campaigns, do I have the ability to share those with other individuals?
As of right now, you cannot create your own campaign and have it uploaded to the app. You'd have to have your own group code to do that. Because if you create a campaign, that's something that would be like team wide, like everyone on the call would be using that. So, but that is something, if you wanted, we can, Steffi, could you drop your email in? That's something that could be discussed, but there's a little bit more work that goes into that.
Okay, so I don't necessarily have the ability to create my own individual campaign?
Not as of right now. There is something called a email broadcast feature, and you have to maintain certain levels of, like, we have requirements for like how many your opt-in rate and how many people you have opted in to receive your emails. But once you hit a certain level of requirements, and it's pretty easy to hit, then you unlock this email broadcast feature, and you can email lists of people, however you have your contacts labeled and organized, you can target those groups with different emails. So if you had specific target emails you wanted to send to a list, we do have that feature available.
Okay, so somewhere there is the ability to do a opting into emails?
Yes. Yeah, I think, let me see. Do we have an opt-in only email?
Currently, we only have one email available, and that's for the premium feature.
Okay. Yeah, so the opportunity campaign is something in the pro version of the app. But if you put people in this opportunity campaign, then they get this opt-in email. And so you'd have to have at least 10 people opted in to receive emails like this to unlock that feature. Yeah. But we could add just an opt-in only email, and then that unlocks that feature as well.
Okay, perfect. And when I go to opportunities on the computer, sorry, I'm just going to open up. or sorry, it's in resources in the computer under opportunity and under peak. There's a number that are shaded out. And then the same thing in follow-up, it's shaded out. And then testimonials, they're all shaded out but one.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the standard version. So to unlock everything, is the pro version. So what's the monthly fee for that? I'm sorry, I don't have that pulled up.
It's
29.
29.
29.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that's it for my questions.
Awesome.
Thank
Great
you.
questions, Jason. Yeah. Dwayne?
Thanks. Real quick, I think it was probably answered already. I was going to ask, is this compatible with the desktop, and also is it synced whatever you do on your phone to the desktop or your computer?
Yes, correct. Yep. So to get to your desktop version, it's my.rapidfunnel.com. That was just put in the chat of the Zoom. So you can log in there and it's all synced. So your activity on your phone reflects on the desktop. Your activity on desktop reflects on the phone. And we will have a whole training covering how to use the desktop version super in depth. But yeah, you can definitely go and explore. It's very similar. Very similar.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, and if you guys have any really great go-to videos as a resource that you would like to have in the campaign, for example, the wealth chart by Rob Flick, right? That is gold. So we added it in. We're going to add in the Mitch Ribick video on merging his brokerage in. We're going to have the Jeanette Ribick video on being the spouse of a broker who came to EXP. Very emotional. So we're going to add that kind of stuff in. If there's something else that you guys really like, identify it and share it with Traci, and we'll get it to the team and we'll layer it in, as long as it's something good for everybody, not just you.
Yes. Awesome. Well, great being with you guys. Next week is not the 4th of July. What's next week? Thursday next week. Thursday,
Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? I am sorry. Wednesday the 5th. I will be with you guys next week, same time. And we'll be going over contacts, how to add contacts.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for the session. We'll upload this up into the training as soon as it renders. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Savannah.
Yep. Bye.
All right, guys, thanks for coming in. We'll see you next week. Keep growing and inviting the best of the best. Change their lives.